I actually find a lot of the sci-fi future films really annoying. They're rehashing very old, I mean, like, I haven't seen anything compelling or forward-thinking recently. And it's sad because I think there's a lot of ways we can reinvent the future now, but we're relying on old nostalgic, preconceived, like, templates to sort of figure out what that stuff is. So everyone wants the minority, they think that's the future. But we've seen that it's too, again, it's like that, it's too literal. Those are the things, we care about different things now, we're different now. We have a different understanding of the world and each other now, we connect differently. We've had some chances to evolve. So I think for me, what's limiting is that. What I think is really interesting is how we represent bodies in a space, representation in a space. The idea that we know people are so obsessed with, like, we have hands, but, like, do we? I mean, like, we kind of do, and we're moving our hands, but my hands clenched around these things, and so they're not really my hands. So can hands be rethought? Like, how do we still feel that our biological systems are present, and they then represent a virtual thing or object in the space that represents us? Sorry. So how do we do that? Reactive worlds that shift and change. It's really cool, the Bjarke stuff, to show that. It's like the idea that, you know, we don't have to recreate reality as it is. And I think the future thought won't be what these sci-fi films have done, because it's going to be something completely different. And it's going to be a result of all these thoughts around, you know, again, intelligent systems, but also this idea of reactivity and catering to each user very differently.
Talking about the hands and arms in Minority Report, we also talk about gorilla arm, which is totally a real thing. Turns out you don't actually want your hands out in front of you for hours on end, unless you're like trying to weight train or something.
Yeah.
Resistance train. So some of the natural interfaces, as well as you were talking about, we have to think about the interaction, the human interaction.
Fatigue as well. It's like our bodies are still doing this stuff for now. So it's like thinking about how that actually plays a role and how we actually interact with these spaces.